Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Soundless Virus here, bringing the video, and in this video we're going to be talking about how to get on the deep web. And if you don't know what the deep web is, it's basically the part of the internet that's basically like larger search engines like Google and Bing. All the sites that don't go on them go to the deep web, and you have to go through certain procedures to get onto it. It's actually rather simple. And then there's a lot of messed up stuff on it. Sure, that's where all the drugs, the counterfeit, everything illegal, that's where it's at, basically. But not all of it's bad, just most of it. And the term deep web in itself just means sites that aren't on the actual big search engines like Google and Bing. And a lot of people do think everything on it's scary sites and whatnot. But a lot of those sites are just built on top of dark nets, which are overlay networks, which use the public internet but require specific software, permissions, or configurations to access. But you also have to remember that the deep web is 5 times larger than the internet that we're all familiar with. So it's really big. And there's going to be a lot of messed up stuff on it for sure. So you got to be careful. And the first thing you want to do is make sure you have a VPN, which I use CyberGhost. It says I am in Atlanta right now. And I can assure you I'm not, and that is not my IP. So it'll make you a little bit harder to track. Doesn't mean that you're invincible. They can still get to you, so proceed with caution. But next thing you want to do is you want to go to your browser, Chrome, whatever the case is. And you want to go to the Google or search engine that you use and type in Tor, T-O-R. And it'll be the first one that comes up, the torproject.org. Then you want to download the Tor browser, and then it'll bring you to another page. Then you click download again, and this will take a few minutes to actually download the installer. And once it's finished downloading, you're gonna actually install the program. And this may take different times depending on your internet, but for me it took, I don't know, probably around 3 minutes. But after you do that, it's going to bring up a little page that says connect or configure. And unless you're using proxies and things like that, which odds are you aren't, but so just click the top one, connect, and then it's going to connect you to the Tor network. And after this, you're pretty much on the deep web. It'll bring you up to the Tor browser homepage, and you can use this as your search engine right here, but it's a little messy, and I think for starters you want to start out at their wiki page, which it's a pretty good thing to use. And if you are going to use the browser in the top right corner, I would suggest I think it's called DuckGo or something like that, and you want to use that just because it doesn't keep any of your personal information. And if you ever are in a situation where you think you're in a bad spot and you want to get out in case someone's trying to track you or something, go to the top left, click on the leaf, and then click on new identity, and that'll restart your entire browser and supposedly give you a new IP, a new I don't know, a new thing altogether, so whoever was trying to track you can't anymore. And a lot of people change the security on this. You just go to the green thing again, go to security settings, and the higher you put this, the slower your browser is going to be. But you do get more security. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep it on low just because I'm impatient. But if you really want to be secure, pull it all the way up to high or something in the middle. But the first thing we're going to do is go to a wiki page. And I'm going to have this in the description for you to have. And it may not work when you're watching this video, if you're watching this in a year or so, because the links to these things change all the time. I'll try and update it whenever I can, but the link to it, or the URL, always changes. And it's called the Hidden Wiki, which has a ton of links to a lot of things you might be wanting to access. And it's a much quicker way to move around the deep web. And there's a thing called Grams, which is basically the search engine. It's like the Google of the deep web. And it's more of a market than for information, but you just go up here, type in whatever you're looking for, and let's just say counterfeit, and say you're looking for counterfeit money to buy, and that would go on the legal side. But I suppose you could find it on here if you wanted to, and you may be asking like what's legal and what's not. And that all depends on what you're looking for, what you're doing, and where you're at in the world. Like, if you're in the US, just scrolling through the deep web is perfectly legal. And once you buy something, though, it becomes illegal. Like, if you buy drugs or counterfeit or any of that, then that's some illegal stuff you're getting into. Or just watching pornography or something on here, or child pornography, that's going to start being illegal. There's a lot of stuff on here that you don't want to really get into, and you can just scroll through here, explore. That's kind of what I have fun doing on the deep web, is just exploring everything. But there's a lot of things you can do on it. These commercial services, don't go to the Apple Palace. I went on that just to see what it was. I thought it would be Apple products, right? But I was wrong. And I got a little notification from my CyberGhost saying that someone was trying to track my computer's location. So I quickly closed out of the browser for that. It was kind of scary. But definitely take a lot of precautions when doing all this stuff. But let's say you're, like what I was saying before, it kind of matters where you're at in the world. Like if you're in North Korea, let's say, and you just somehow happen to get a computer, you're one of the few that actually have a computer, and you somehow connect to the internet and access the site on the Tor browser, it's instantly illegal because it's North Korea and they don't want you to do that. So if you happen to be in North Korea and know English and know what I'm saying, it's illegal just to be on the browser. But if you're in the US, the UK, or most countries, it's perfectly legal just to roam around the deep web as long as you don't do any illegal activities of the such. But there's a lot of stuff on here that's kind of interesting. I saw something earlier. It was like cat facts or something, and I was kind of curious why that was on there. Don't know why that's on the deep web, and then it's not like just on the regular internet. If it's just cat facts, but I don't know. I didn't click on it. It's sketchy. There could be anything behind any of the links. Really, you can't really trust much on the deep web, but it can be fun. I don't know. It's fun to find out a bunch of stuff, kind of explore. So if you have any questions about the deep web or whatnot, or any personal stories, feel free to leave them in the comments. Really look forward to check those out. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks guys for watching. Adios.